to add it to the wish list. I thought it would be a good week to do a little hobby vlog and bring you all along for all of my hobby activities this week. I have some crafts that I want to work on, and I also want to pull out all of my fall decor and pick up a couple of things to add to that. And I also have Needlepoint Club, and I'm playing Mahjong later this week, so it just felt like a good week to bring you all along for a little hobby vlog. I was inspired by my friend on TikTok, Caroline. Every week she does a little recap post of all of the hobbies from her week, and I love watching those on TikTok. So I just thought I would do a longer form version of that. It's a very gloomy Monday right now, and I'm still unpacking and getting organized for my trip to New York last week. So I may try to run out and do a couple of errands. I need to run by Target, and there are a couple of things I want to pick up at Michael's. But other than that, I think I'm just doing laundry and then hopefully getting some needle pointing done tonight. I'm almost done with the project that I've been working on, which is a Sound of Music pillow. So I'm hoping to wrap that up maybe tonight because I have some new canvases that I am really excited to work on. So I'm gonna bring you along and we will see what all I get into with the hobbies this week. Okay, I just got back from going to 2 different Michaels because the first one didn't have what I was looking for, which was, I'll try not to rattle the plastic too much, these little acrylic stencils. I got them so that when I have a needlepoint canvas that doesn't have an outline around the design, I can use these to make that outline. I also got a rectangular one. But they come in these packs of either 4 or 6, which I definitely don't need that many, but, and once you peel the film off, it's clear, so it's like easy to center around your design. But there are a lot of needlepoint brand stores, things that sell them for a lot more than what I paid at Michael's because these packs were like $2 a piece, which was great. And since I was there, I also got a bunch of embroidery floss. This is the Loops and Threads brand, which I've never used their floss on needlepoint before. It's like the Michael's brand. I've used the yarn from this brand, but never the floss. And I needed like 1 or 2 colors from each of these packs to get started on this canvas. And then I figured I would just use the rest for cording when I'm self-finishing. And so we'll see how this works. I may start it and then end up ripping it out of that canvas if I don't like it. And then I also got some pinking shears because I don't have any. And I have this vision of doing this patchwork sweatshirt situation, but I've needed these to execute the vision. So that I may bust out the sewing machine and add that to the list of crafts for the week, but we shall see. But now it's really late, so I'm gonna eat dinner and then do some needle pointing while I watch TV. Okay, it's now Tuesday. I just finished up with work and I'm getting ready to go to Stitch Club. I'm almost done with this canvas. I need to rip the bottom corner out. But I don't have much left with it. So I think I'm going to take something new to work on in Stitch Club, and I have this little cookie to get started on. I'm not even gonna put it on bars because I think it'll go so quickly, but I just need to pull the threads for it and get over there because I'm gonna be late. Okay, I just got back from pickleball and I have very serious hat head going on. It's also been several days since I remembered to film anything hobby related, and I did play mahjong and forgot to capture anything from that, but I also really enjoy mahjong and I don't play very often, but when I do, it's a great time. But I thought I would wrap up my hobby vlog with one of my favorite hobbies, which is reading, and talk about the things that I'm currently reading and what I have queued up for my fall reads, since it's like finally getting cold here. I'm very much a seasonal reader, and summer I do lots of like beach reads and a lot of rom-coms. But in the fall, my favorite things to read are historical fiction, fantasy, but particularly anything like witchy or magical themed. And then, I mean, I always am into a romance or a rom-com, but I like something that has a little bit of a fall theme. And then I will also work in the occasional thriller. I'm not a huge thriller reader, and I prefer them on audiobook typically. But I like to mix one in every once in a while. So I just read The Woman in Cabin 10, which I really enjoyed because I wanted to read that before watching the Netflix movie, which I still haven't done. But my current physical book right now is The Diamond Eye by Kate Quinn. It is a World War II historical fiction, and I really enjoy her books. This is the only one of her World War II books that I've not read yet. So I'm only a little ways into it. My physical books tend to be my slowest reads. I do a lot of audiobooks and read on my Kindle and on the Kindle app on my phone a lot. So this is my current physical read. And then for my current audiobook, I'm listening to A Discovery of Witches, which is the first book in a trilogy, and then there's also a prequel, and a fourth book has now been released. But the original series is a trilogy. I have read it multiple times. It's the first time I'm doing audio, but it's just one of my favorite series, and it checks a lot of boxes for me in terms of fall themes that I enjoy. It's like a huge part of it is set in Oxford, which I love, and it's about witches. Also vampires, so a great read. But the other books that I have queued up for this fall, I've never read The Secret History, which is like a dark academia book, and so excited to dive into that. I also picked up A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping. This is a little bit cozier witchy story, and it's from the same author as The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, which I really enjoyed. So this will be, it's pretty short, so a fun little October read. And then I've also had Finley Donovan Is Killing It on my shelf for a really long time. The only reason I've added this in with my fall books is because she's wearing a turtleneck on the cover. I do know the premise of this book, and I'm not sure, like, thematically, if it's giving fall vibes, but the cover was giving me fall because of the turtleneck. And then last but not least, I picked up If It Makes You Happy. This is a kind of Gilmore Girls themed, Delta may want to come join in, a Gilmore Girls-ish type town romance set in the 90s, and I just thought the cover was really cute. But I've also seen a lot of people on Book Talk talking about how much they enjoyed this. It is a Kindle Unlimited book, so I probably didn't need to purchase a physical copy, but I just couldn't resist. So those are the things that I have queued up, and looking forward to getting into them too. But I'm gonna wrap up my hobby vlog here. Delta's gonna get into something. Quit. Leave that. Do you wanna come here? Come here. The star of the show, everyone. I love having hobbies, and they enrich my life. So, okay. Pause for dog. Can you come over here? Can you come across? Good girl. Oh, now you're just on me. Okay. And we're back. What I was going to say is I love having hobbies. They enrich my life so much. I have found so much community in my hobbies, both in real life and online. I literally made like some of my best friends because we were talking about books at work, and I then like forced my friendship upon them. But I recommend a hobby. It's not hard to find something that you like, and it doesn't, like, needlepoint can be an investment, but not every hobby is a big investment. And especially with all of the different online platforms that are available now, there are so many ways to find people who are interested in the same things that you are and build real friendships with people based on the hobbies that you're enjoying. So that's my plug. You need a hobby, or join in with me and just collect as many as you can find. But thanks for coming along with my week of hobbies. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, I would be so grateful if you subscribed. That's it, and I will see y'all in the next one.